Hello YouTube, how are you? Yes, it's another episode in Mick Scarlett's Beginner's Guide to Disability. This time I'm going to be exploring this idea that people with hidden impairments or chronic illnesses aren't really impacted by the social model. They have something wrong with them, they're ill, and so therefore it's all about the medical model. Now, it's really important to remember that the medical model isn't about medicine. It's not about being treated by a doctor, right? It's about the way the world perceives you. So, under the medical model, whether your impairment is visible or not, whether you have a chronic illness or whether your disability, your impairment is static, okay? You're still looked upon as the same way, which is that you're broken and you need fixing. And that anything that happens to you, any problem, any issue you faced, is because of the illness or the condition or the impairment that you have. The social model says, well, there are going to be some of us who are ill, who have conditions that are chronic, that may fluctuate and may affect the way that we can do things. But why isn't the world shaped better so that they can achieve the things that they want to achieve? And why can't it be more understanding that some people just aren't going to be able to work, or some people are only going to be able to work part-time, or stuff like that? And that's the difference. So that's why it does apply to you if you have a chronic illness or if you have an invisible impairment. You might want and dream of being cured. And who knows, maybe you might be lucky and get cured. But in the meantime, as I keep saying, isn't it right that you have the chance to live as you want, as you wish, with all the support that you need? And that's what the social model says. We can't keep waiting for medicine to fix us. And we also can't keep allowing the world to tell us that the reason why things are hard for us is because we're ill or we're disabled. We're disabled by society. And whether you're ill, I think also it's really important, if you've got a chronic illness or if you've got a hidden impairment, to understand that most of the people that you meet with a visible impairment also experience a lot of the things that you live with day to day too. Things like pain. I live with chronic pain. And so I understand when someone has, say, chronic regional pain syndrome, because it's very similar to the kind of pain I live with. It's all to do with nerves and the way they're misfunctioning. So I get that. So that's why we, those, visible types, understand better than you think. And it's why when we say it does apply to you, it really does. Because I have days when I can't get out of bed. I have days when I can't work. And I have days when I can't think, to be honest. And I know then that the way society sees me impacts on my ability to cope. That thing that you get even from my family when they see me in pain or they know I'm in pain, that kind of terrible, overbearing sympathy, without any kind of, and I think that sympathy kind of makes you feel a bit weird, because that you wish it wasn't there, but you also know there's nothing you can do about it. And so what you really want is two things. One, more research into pain medicine, please, because then you might find a way of making it more bearable. And also more help with finding other ways of coping. I'm very lucky. I've done things like mindfulness. I do lots of different exercises because my nerves are trapped in scar tissue. If I exercise in a different way, it can actually alleviate the pain. I also take sort of relaxants to allow me to sleep, because I can go for no sleep for days on end. And I'm sure all of you out there in pain world know what that's like. But why should the world be set up so that it only works for people that aren't in pain? Why should it be that work is in an office? My wife is next door. She's working with her company. They do remote working. She is working from home. So if she had chronic pain, she might be able to do some work now, and then she might have a little bit where it hurts, and then she could go back to work when it gets a bit better, when the pain meds kick in. Or she might not work in the week and work at the weekend when she's feeling better. That's what I do. And that's the social model. The social model says, let's make a flexible, encouraging, inclusive world that works for all of us. And it also says, yes, you can stay at home, lay on the sofa and wish you could peel off your skin. Because I do that a lot. It's not about saying being disabled is perfect, being disabled is right. Lots of people think that's what it's about, and it's not. It's about saying that the world has to be more accepting, right? No one's going to say that laying in bed, screaming in pain, which is what we all do time to time, don't we? Pain fellows, right? No one can say that that's right and you should be proud of that. But what you want is a world that understands, a world that works towards helping you with that, finding ways of allowing you to fulfill your potential, to support you when you are in pain. And the same goes for all the other stuff. You know, we have accessible toilets that were originally called disabled toilets, and they were kind of for wheelchair users. And now we understand that they're for people that need them. So if you've got Crohn's, you use the accessible toilet. And what we want is for society to understand that. We want there to be more toilets that work for you too. You know, and that's part of the social model. So it does work. It really does. It might seem weird because you always get told it's about ramps and steps and, you know, lifts and all that kind of stuff. But it isn't. It's about the way you think, the way you plan the future, the way you design a world. And why shouldn't a world be designed so that if you're going along through your business and suddenly your pain flares up, there's somewhere for you to sit, that people understand that there's a way of getting you home. And if you're going to spend a week in bed or a month in bed or even 5 years in bed, right? Why shouldn't the world be set up so that you can still enjoy life as much as you can? I recently worked with Nimbus as Access Solutions from Derby on the Download Festival. It's a couple of years, 3 years ago, I think. And we went along to the festival and there was a guy there who was in bed. He'd gone to a festival in his bed. He'd got 6 support workers with him. He was breathing with oxygen. And I saw him and I thought, and all his bed was covered in leather. He was dressed in a full leather cowboy outfit. It was absolutely brilliant. And I saw him and I thought, that's what the social model has done for us. That's allowed a man who basically would have once been called bedbound to go out and go to a festival and rock out for 3 anarchic days in the mud in his bed. Well, that's why it applies to everyone. And with that merry thought, I shall bid you adieu. Until next time, folks. See ya.